Walk into the back office of any busy medical practice, and you will eventually find a revenue cycle operation straining to keep up. Staff are processing a relentless daily volume of clinical paperwork, and quite often the physical and digital systems simply collapse under the weight of it. This comparative chart reveals a urology-specific anomaly. The national claim denial average is 11.8%, but urology claims are denied 15 to 20% of the time. Macro level, this leakage is massive, with industry-wide uncompensated care surging from $38.6 to over $48 billion. For urology specifically, Practilytics data isolates the exact root causes driving these rejections: basic coding mistakes and missing prior authorizations, which forces a difficult question for practice administrators. Why are highly advanced, well-equipped mid-size urology practices consistently bleeding revenue they have already rightfully earned? The answer lies in how we approach the workflow. Practice administrators often treat billing as a software issue, assuming an expensive platform will catch errors. But urology billing requires highly specific knowledge of procedure-specific bundling and modifier sequencing, a level of specialty expertise that generalist billers simply do not possess. Urology operates with a uniquely high procedural volume. A standard day might include everything from routine cystoscopies and urodynamic testing to complex robotic surgeries and oncology procedures. Each of these interventions is governed by strict modifier rules and shifting physician fee schedules. If a generalist biller submits a bladder scan alongside a cystoscopy without correctly justifying medical necessity and appending the exact right modifier, the payer will instantly deny the claim as bundled. This chart visualizes an even tighter bottleneck: prior authorizations. Physicians now complete an average of 40 prior authorization requests every single week. This requirement dictates a heavy penalty. Securing these payer approvals consumes 13 staff hours per week per physician. The toll on the human operators is severe. 94. This stacked bar starts with the Bureau of Labor Statistics median salary for a biller, $46,660. But when you factor in employer payroll taxes, health insurance, paid time off, and retirement contributions, the fully loaded cost pushes that true annual liability to between $55,000 and $75,000 per position. Then the turnover data kicks in. Replacing a single departed staff member inflicts an immediate $9,000 to $12,000 penalty in direct recruitment and training costs. A single departure erases institutional knowledge, closes appeal windows, and leaves unworked denials piling up. Small and mid-size urology practices run with very little redundancy. When one essential component of the billing process breaks, the entire revenue machine grinds to a halt, severely restricting cash flow. Relying on an in-house generalist staffing model ensures high recurring costs, constant turnover, and extreme operational fragility. Many practices attempt to solve this fragility by purchasing expensive new practice management software or migrating to a new EMR. But software requires a knowledgeable operator. A generalist biller navigating an advanced EMR still lacks the deep understanding of urology-specific local coverage determination policies required to justify medical necessity to a rigid payer. We can see the operational difference in this dual flowchart. The traditional in-house model relies on post-denial audits, waiting for a monthly report to tell them what went wrong. High-performing practices operate on the green pathway, utilizing real-time pre-submission claim scrubbing. By auditing claims before they are billed, specialists isolate errors at the source, preventing the system from automatically replicating identical flaws across dozens of patient accounts throughout the month. Without that specialty knowledge, untrained staff frequently submit flawed claims simply to clear their queues, allowing avoidable denials to compound silently over time. Deploying a world-class EMR without credentialed human specialty expertise merely automates and accelerates the submission of rejected claims. A growing subset of urology practices are abandoning the in-house cycle entirely. Instead, they are outsourcing their billing operations to dedicated specialty teams who work directly inside the practice's existing EMR. Firms like Staffingly mandate strict credentialing. Every team member touching patient data is an AAPC and AHIMA certified professional who natively understands urology modifier logic and payer policy variation. This architecture is augmented by AI smart routing. As claims enter the system, algorithms evaluate the raw data, analyze the complexity and payer type, and immediately assign the claim to the specific credentialed expert best suited to clear it. The results are measurable. By combining predictive workload management with highly trained human specialists, Staffingly maintains error rates below 1% across more than 800 practices nationwide. This integrated model structurally eliminates the urology expertise gap. The AI prevents bottlenecks, and the credentialed humans ensure precise coding compliance. The final metric that drives practice administrators toward this model is the strict economic arbitrage. This split-screen calculation contrasts the two models. An in-house billing hire carries a fully loaded liability of up to $75,000. Staffingly provides a dedicated credentialed billing seat for $399 per week, roughly $20,748 annually. That yields a direct savings of up to $54,000 per year, per position. The transition speed is aggressive. The integration process begins with workflow mapping, followed by a secure, encrypted connection to the practice's EMR within 24 to 48 hours. Practices execute a 14-day risk-free pilot to test the deployment. From day one, a single coordinator delivers weekly KPI dashboards tracking throughput, turnaround time, and first-pass resolution rates, restoring total visibility to the administration. When the burden of prior authorizations and modifier sequencing is offloaded to dedicated specialists, the revenue cycle simply runs silently in the background. The in-house billing model creates a cycle of unpredictable overhead and high operational risk. AI-augmented outsourcing replaces that volatility with a fixed, lower-cost structure and elite revenue capture.